to stay focused when you're lost in the woods. Every entrepreneur, every person has been lost in the woods where it's thick and you don't know where you're going. And so what I've learned is, how do I come to a stop, reflection on where I'm currently at, to be able to make another step forward? But it takes a lot of focus to do that, because if you look up and you see the trees swaying in the wind, the birds, you hear all these odd sounds of animals, you start getting scared. Well, I don't want to be scared. I want to know, hey, where's my next move going forward? So you stop for a second, you look around, and you find a place where you could see some sort of light. And is there a track right there? Is there something? Is there a stick broken? Is there something that I can move on to that can help me get out of these woods? Well, that's what I want you to focus on. That's what I want to focus on, is when you are in deep, thick woods of unknown, plant your feet down for a second to be able to look around and then take a step. So you're not planting your feet to stay there. That's not what I mean. It's you looking around and you're taking a step. And sometimes that step, you take a few steps and it's like, man, I was going in that wrong direction. All right. But you want to try to minimize those wrong directions as best you can by keeping on looking down, looking up, and looking around. And the way that I do that, I know this is an analogy, but the way that I do that is I write down the things that's going to move my needle every day. The things that are going to keep me in the direction of where my goals are headed, even in the midst that everything around me is crashing down. Look, I can't control a lot of outside things. I can't control a lot of things, actually. Right now, my circle of control is minimal. But what I can control is my mindset and what I focus and what I decide to focus in on. And yeah, it looks delusional at times from people where it's like, man, you really need to be focused in on this. Well, let me tell you the other side of it. Is if I allow myself to be focused in on negative and other people's opinions and other people's mindset, I'm not doing myself any justice, because I am not connecting with my inner self and my mind and with God to listen and say, what am I being pulled towards, And sometimes you being pulled towards just to be at this place at this time, and it doesn't seem like it's anything. Well, that's okay. It might not be anything to you right now. But there's a few changes that have happened in my life here recently that continue to allow me to be put in a direction of focus. And it's like, okay, well, man, I have this opportunity on deck right now that will allow me to earn income, stay within my field of knowledge and expertise, get paid to do it, and continue operating the other things I'm operating. Well, that wouldn't have happened unless I continued to move forwards and planning and see and thought. And the exciting part of it is, hey, is this going to be mutually benefited on all parties that I'm engaged with? Oh, I think so. I think they think so. And is this aligning with the goals and being around people that I want to be around? I think so. They think so. And so being lost in the woods can be a tough situation. I'm still walking in the woods. But I'm walking down a narrow trail that seems to be put out in front of me. Now, it could go cold real quick. And that's where I have to continue to plant and see and look around. So if you're walking in the woods, look, keep moving, take a step, and just focus in on the next step. And don't focus in on tomorrow or a year from now. Just focus on the next step. I'll be doing the same.